Starting to settle into the feel of this bike now. It's a little bit jerky on the initial opening of the throttle. Just seems to snap on a little bit. I think that's just a case of getting used to it. It's not so happy lugging along at low revs in higher gears. Just feel a bit juggy. Yeah, bloody road works. Quite a bit of reflection on the instruments. It's not a particularly bright day today. I have a feeling that the camera on my helmet is going to run out of power fairly soon. Just wondering how that rumble from the exhaust would feel after, say, half an hour, 20 minutes, 40 minutes on the motorway. Would you still be able to hear it at motorway speeds? I don't know. Clearly I'm not going to be able to do anything in depth or detailed about this bike in this short little demonstration ride. I just wanted to see if it's the sort of bike I could live with. Because I'm not one of these people that has that goes out, buys a bike or a car or even a TV or dishwasher or washing machine, and then replaces it in 6 months to a year. I like to be sure that I can commit to long-term ownership. And I must say, my readings from this very short test ride are quite positive. Now, I don't know how much things like the different exhaust systems and that cost. I don't know how much it would cost to get a Triumph screen of any sort fitted. Probably reasonably expensive, if you can call anything expensive reasonable. But I would think for long-term ownership of this bike it would need some accessories. Oh dear, that suspension would need to be addressed a little bit. It is quite firm. It would definitely need a screen, and we'd definitely look at adding luggage, not as a permanent thing, but something that will enable me to take this rough and bumpy bit of road. The strength of a bike like this and an engine like this is not in flat out top speed. They're in how quickly you get to the speed you can do. And clearly with the torque that this mighty little engine, because it is quite compact, yes, the torque that this engine puts out is quite impressive. Just the amount, but where it is. I mean, I'm here sitting here at 3,000 RPM. If you could cruise in top gear at 3,000 RPM, you would be sitting at the sweet spot of this engine. Really, to crank it open and take it, well, I think I really did touch the red line at one point back there. It's not really where this engine is happiest. Trying to lug a bit there. Now, to comfortably get this through my gate, particularly backing out, I did have to swing the mirrors in a touch. Obviously they do move, but I'm just wondering how they would react to being moved in and out on a regular basis. Whether the mount would eventually work loose. And they're still quite firm at the moment, but then I only just swung them in and back out once. I would have to do that every time I bring the bike out and every time I put the bike away. I'm getting the hang of this clutch and gearbox, so I'm actually getting some quite nice changes in. I suppose because of the type of bike it is, it doesn't really like rapid gear changes and clutch action. It likes it to be more considered, more pace. Yeah, so I think this is something I could live with. I wouldn't want this colour scheme, but this style of bike, the standard Bonneville style, I think is very nice. I prefer it to the bobber or the scrambler. Maybe I ought to try the scrambler just to see. Just to see how it fits with the size, because it is a bit taller than this bike. Yeah, so that gear change was much I didn't even feel that. Just a gentle ease in the throttle click. Yeah, that's nice. And that's on a bike with it's got 500 miles on it. So this is definitely on my list of considerations now. At some point in the next few weeks I will endeavour to get the Tiger Sport on a test ride. Same thing, take it home, check whether it will go through my gates. Obviously it's a different style of bike again. The adventure style with a 3-cylinder engine, so basically I'm trying all 3 different engines that Triumph do. I've got my 4-cylinder, which I've had for 20 years. I'm not planning on getting rid of anytime soon. I've ridden the 3-cylinders, the Tigers, Speed Triple, I've even ridden the TT600 many years ago, and that was a great little bike to ride. So I think the list for consideration will include this, and possibly the Tiger Sport. Or an earlier Tiger 1050 if I can find one like the one that Destination Triumph at Guildford have got on their books. see what this thing will do on country roads. Now I'll get used to the position, the handling, the gears, the controls, etc, etc. Pushing about 4,500 RPM, the vibes kick in. It's very fuzzy up at the top end, but as I say, that's not where this style of bike is meant to live. It's not a track machine. I'm sure you could do very well on a track with this, but you would be living with that fuzziness most of the time around the track. I'm getting a bit cold now. It's the only problem with riding a naked bike on a cold day. You get cold. I can get quite jerky middle throttle or mid to low throttle in the lower gears. And it sort of calmed it down a bit, taking another gear, going up to third, around 2,000 RPM, at 30 miles an hour. Otherwise it's difficult to not have it twitch and jump. No, this is definitely going on the list for consideration. In fact, at the moment, it's at the top of the list because it's the only thing on there. Yes, I would love to have had one of the Tigers, Explorer or the new Tiger 1200 on there. But unless I can come up with somewhere else to keep said Tiger or Tiger 1200 or Explorer, they're really not even in the running at the moment. I like the fact we've got a gear indicator. And various modes and trips and options on there, proper fuel gauge. The styles are quite nice. I like the analog with the LCDs. Yeah, definitely when you a bit more relaxed and careful about the gear changes, they go a lot more smoothly. Got another lot of roadworks up here to deal with. Oh, there we go. And the camera's just about to run out. In fact, this has run out. Hunting for all these flipping roadworks and hold-ups, I'd have been probably on my way home by now. Yes, I know.